everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Elliandra, and welcome back to another speed build, another Friends themed speed build, because today we are building the Central Perk Cafe from the TV show Friends. Like 2 weeks ago or something, I built Monica's and Rachel's apartment, and you guys loved that, and that video did super well. So welcome all of you new subscribers who came from that video, and I suggested that I could also build Central Perk, and I got so many comments asking for it. So here we go. We're actually building the cafe from the TV show, and it is a working cafe in The Sims 4, so you can download it from the gallery and your Sims can visit Central Perk. I think that's really cool. I'm actually building the entire building today as well, because last time I mostly just did like the rooms. I didn't really care how the building would look like because I thought it would just be like a penthouse lot, and I didn't want to build a whole freaking penthouse or like a apartment building. But today we are building on one of these 30 by 30 lots in Spice District, or the Spice Market, in San Myshuno. There's two of them next to each other. The other one is the karaoke bar, and then this one was like I think it's called the Old Salt House, so it's supposed to just be like a residential house. But I knocked that down and I built this like really big apartment building looking thing. It's not pretty, like it's not very good looking, but it's something. It's not just the room on its own. So if you download this, you will get this whole freaking apartment building, but the only thing that's furnished is the Central Perk Cafe. So yeah, you everything else is completely empty. There's no lights or nothing. It's a little bit weird, but like, you know, it works. I don't know what the building actually looks like where Central Perk is located in the TV show, so I kind of just winged it. I used the same wallpaper as the apartment building next to this one in this world, so I kind of just did what I did. And then I did find this floor plan again online that is supposed to be the floor plan of Central Perk. I think they might have just, you know, imagined what it would be, because obviously Central Perk is like a set, a TV set where they film. I'm pretty sure one of the sides is like there is no wall there because that's where the cameras are, that's where they are filming from. So pretty sure the floor plan was kind of imagined what it could be, but I did go with it. I used the floor plan because it added a kitchen and then the bathrooms, which you don't really see that much, and then also this little area opposite of the couch where the friends are always sitting at. So that's what I based this on. I will put that little floor plan on the screen so you guys can see kind of what I was doing. But yeah, this was so much fun to do. I think it turned out quite good. Obviously it's not exact, but I wanted to go for like the same vibes that you have in Central Perk, because I'm using 0 custom content in this build, which means everything, all these items, everything in this build is from either the base game or stuff pack or an expansion pack or game pack. So I don't know which ones I use, probably quite a lot of them, but if you have all of them, you will be able to download this and everything will be there. You don't need any custom content. So there is no Central Perk logo, but I kind of made my own using some wall decals from Sims 4 Dine Out. And yeah, I really love it. It's really cluttered. Like I said, I really was going for the vibe of Central Perk, even though it's not exact, but I think it's really cute. By the way, these windows, they're only green on one side, and first I put the green side on the outside because Central Perk from the outside, it has like a green wall, but then they were white from the inside, so I just decided to flip them around so we have the green on the inside, because I feel like you would spend most of the time inside the cafe anyway, not the outside. So sorry that they're white from the outside, but you know, we don't have a lot of green windows. And then this part of the cafe, it's actually like lifted up, like there's split levels in this build. Like there's supposed to be a little step where you step up higher to go out here, and then the rest of the cafe would be like a little step like lower on the ground, if you know what I'm saying. But I tried to do that and then I realized it just wasn't gonna work, because you still needed to be able to access the doors to the bathrooms and the kitchen, and just it was just a little bit messy. So we don't have split levels in this build, but honestly it doesn't make a big difference and it still looks like a lot like Central Perk, so I think that's fine. Central Perk is really cluttered. There are so many like tables and chairs and couches and like lounge chairs. It is very cluttered because it is quite a small cafe. It looks quite big in The Sims actually. I think I make it a little bit smaller in a second. It's a little bit too wide, but I think the floor plan was kind of good. Like everything fit, everything that I wanted to put in here kind of was in the right proportions in my opinion. But in the TV show, it does like it's supposed to be a cluttered space, and there's tables like in the middle of where everyone's walking and stuff like that. But I think it turned out good. We don't have any small bar tables in The Sims 4 because a lot of the chairs in the TV show are like bar stools. As you can see, I'm using a lot of them in the back right now, but we don't have like singular bar tables. So those bar stools aren't actually snapping on these tables because these are just normal dining tables that you would use normal dining chairs at. So your Sims will kind of just awkwardly sit there. They won't be able to put their food on the table. But I thought that was fine. I still wanted to go for the look instead of like functionality, even though obviously there are a lot of places to sit and your Sims can always just hold the plate. They don't need to put it down anywhere. So I think it's fine. But obviously we did the main setup where the friends are always sitting. So we have the big couch, then the lounge chair on the right, and then there is a little round dining table on the left with two chairs or one chair. It kind of changes around. Obviously, the TV show ran for 10 years, so they changed things around a little bit throughout the series, but I kind of made it my own, make the Sims version of it. We have another set of couches and like seating back there with the red ones, and then the tables in the middle. And yeah, the actual like bar table, what is it called? I don't know, the bar counters, they are a very specific shape in the show, but I think I could have tried to replicate it if I just used counters, but I wanted to use the espresso bar because that is something you need in a cafe in The Sims 4. That is where the barista will work and do all the drinks. So the espresso bar is only this specific shape. So we don't have the right shape. Honestly, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. I wanted it to be functional as a Sims 4 cafe. So I'm just using this one, and we have bar stools around it. And then back here, they have these huge shelves full of so much stuff. I think this is where they have the actual like espresso machine or whatever it's called, the coffee machine, the big one where they do all the fancy drinks. I think it's back here. But in The Sims 4, you can only place it on that espresso bar. So I had to have it on the opposite counters here. Same with the little like coffee grinder, mill, whatever it's freaking called. I don't know. I also added like a microwave. And then here, oh my god, I'm so annoyed. Here is where I go into the debug menu and pull out so many of these super cute coffee cups, and like even that little, like, I don't even know what that's called, that little scoop measuring thing that you use for the coffee or the coffee machine. I pull out so many cute things. I even pull out books and stuff. Well, the book stayed, but when I went into live mode to take the pictures, I just noticed when I was adding the pictures to this video, all the coffee cups are gone, and I'm so sad. Like, I knew they spawned without any coffee in them if you pull them from there, same as all the plates spawn without any food, but I thought it could just be like empty coffee cups, like they just are waiting to be cleaned or whatever. But once I went into live mode, they were all gone. I'm not sure if like the barista was super quick and managed to clean them up before I got in here, or if they just don't work in live mode, but they were so flipping cute. I put so many cute different colored coffee cups and like just little details around. You can see them while I'm building, but unfortunately in the screenshots you can't see them, but I freaking tried. I still really like how the bar area turned out. I really like the shelves at the back. Obviously, they're not identical. It's not supposed to be. This is the Sims version of Central Perk, but I think it turned out like it has the same vibe. It's really cluttered, kind of messy, and I really like it. And then this corner with the paintings, I love it as well. These paintings actually changed a bunch of times during the show. Like, I was Googling for images and I found at least 4 or like 3 or 4 different setups for the paintings in just images from like different seasons. So they did change them around, which makes sense. Like, like interior design and like whatever is in changes during 10 years. So totally makes sense. And then this is the corner that I added, which we don't see in the film. This is where they are filming from, because this is looking directly at the couch where the characters from the show are always sitting at. So in the little floor plan that I found, this had a little nook with like like a little couch and 2 chairs, so I decided to add it in. I was like, why not? We could always use a little bit more seating. It's a little bit like messy looking. I don't really like that couch. It looks a little bit like dirty, but you know, I went for it. I'm not trying to use any modern items. I'm trying to use like something that looks a little bit like old or old-fashioned or vintage or whatever. So that's the vibe I'm going for. Obviously, Friends is kind of old now. It's not the newest TV show. And then in some screenshots, or not screenshots, but in some photos from the show, you can actually see that side table there in front of the coffee table where the friends are sitting at. So I did change the table around and I added a side table there. It's kind of like a divider between those two sections of couches. And then here is the little kitchen. So obviously in a cafe where they're selling like, I don't know, sandwiches and like cookies and muffins and whatever, they need like a kitchen to actually make all that stuff. And this kitchen was in the floor plan, so obviously I wanted to add one in here in The Sims 4. If you have a cafe, you do not need a kitchen. For a restaurant, you kind of need one because you need to have somewhere for the chefs to cook, but they do need like a specific chef's table, but I just added it in. I thought it made it a lot more realistic and I like, you know, it just adds a bit more detail. I think it's really cute, but if you do play as this or you know, if you do put this in your world and play with this cafe, make sure you like lock the door so you don't have all your customers walking straight into the kitchen, because in The Sims 4 you can lock doors by just clicking on them and then you can choose lock for everyone but like employees. I don't know how it works, but you know, you can just lock it for everybody because they don't really need to be going in there. It does have like sinks and a dishwasher, which is really handy, but pretty sure that's not necessary in a cafe. And then here are the bathrooms. They are really plain and simple. I didn't know what to put in here, so we just have the toilets, toilet paper, and then the sinks with the mirrors, and then like some hand towels and stuff. They're really freaking plain. I think we do see them in the movie. I mean, not the movie. Oh my god, what am I saying? I think we see them in the TV show a couple times, but I couldn't find any pictures, and I wasn't about to go back and like try to find an episode where you see them when it's just a freaking bathroom, so I just put whatever in there. And then here is where I'm just cluttering it up, like doing the last little bits, adding the books. Like I said, usually there's like a lot of magazines on these tables, but there's no magazines in The Sims 4, so I'm using books and like the coffee cups, like I said, which will disappear for the screenshots, unfortunately, but I freaking tried my best. And here are the screenshots now. I think it turned out really cute and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more builds from Friends, let me know, because I do love doing these, or I will go back and look at all your guys' suggestions in that video at what other like TV sets I should build in The Sims 4. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you are new here. I do post new Sims videos almost every single day, and if you want to download this cafe, it will be on the Sims 4 gallery under my username, which is ElliandraYT, or under the hashtag Elliandra, and it's just called Central Perk. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Hope you're having a great day, and bye!